Thank you so much to everybody that has given me feedback already. I really appreciate it. And with your help, we've made what I thought was a good product way better than what my original plans were. With that said, let's jump into the new features that will be published over the next couple of days. And if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear it, whether it be ways that it could be improved or new features that could be added. As usual, I'll be using my 9,424 row dataset of hiking trails. And unlike the original, where it was more like Excel, you had to manually go in and operate the tools yourself, it now automatically is going to do that for you. You just have to confirm that all of the information looks right. Anywhere where it has red shading, make sure that you give it some information so that it can do its thing. Before I made Directory Dynamics, the way I would clean my data was just using Excel. One of my common issues was by trying to make sure I had high quality data, I would remove any row that had less than 10 reviews. But if you're in an area that has a really low population, you're probably not going to have that many reviews on Google Maps. So what would happen is rural areas wouldn't have any data. So with Directory Dynamics, you're able to still remove data based off a chronological order. So if it has less than 10 reviews, if it costs more than $100, you are able to remove that data, but you can set restrictions. So if it will leave less than 3 pieces of data in a 10-mile radius or a 15-mile radius, then it won't delete the piece of data. Whereas if it still has a lot of options, there's a lot of data left in that area, then the program will go ahead and delete it if it doesn't meet the threshold that you set. Another really big pain point about just using Excel or some of these other tools is when you identify duplicate data, for all you know, there could be a Auk Lake hiking trail in New York and then another one over in Alaska that have the exact same name. So with Directory Dynamics, you're able to use location data to confirm that something actually is a duplicate and that they're not hundreds of miles apart. After you go in and confirm that everything looks right, you click submit and then you select the tools that you want to run. My dataset doesn't have emails, which is why I cannot run email validation. And after we've selected the features we want, we'll go ahead and click clean data. And then in just a few minutes, we've cleaned thousands of rows of data, identifying phone validation issues, irrelevant data, duplicates, and low quality data. And as you're looking at it, maybe you want to see more information to make sure it really is bad data. So you can double click into it and we can see the reason why this row is being suggested for deletion is because it doesn't have a phone number. Because this is a hiking trail, we don't really expect them to have phone numbers, so I'm going to keep all. If this had bad information in it, maybe instead of a full phone number, it only had half of a phone number, then you could click clear all cells for the phone number column, which would make it so all of your existing data would be safe and then all of the bad data would be removed from the phone column. But since that's not the case, we'll go ahead and keep all. At a glance, maybe you can see that something should be kept, at which point you can select in row to keep that specific row. Or you might decide that, you know what, I trust Directory Dynamics, I'm going to delete everything. Then you can come up to the header and delete all in this category. After you've deleted everything, you can come over to Export Data to see your newly cleaned data set. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to get this far. And if you think of any features that I'm missing, any ways it can be improved, or anything that was confusing, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. Again, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you find this tool as helpful as I do.